I wanted to make a recording for all of our students and families about how to navigate the Pikes Peak Community College bookstore and how you can go about either buying your books from them or figuring out where you can buy the books for cheaper. So the first thing the student needs to do is to log into their Pikes Peak portal. Once you are logged into the Pikes Peak portal, students will click on the Student tab, scroll down to Quick Links, and then click on the bookstore. Underneath where it says Course Materials, you're going to click on Buy or Rent Books. So I'm going to give you a few examples here. So first of all students are going to pick the Centennial campus unless you're taking an online class. Then you're going to pick that other option if it's through the community college system. But all PPCC campuses use this very first link. So let's pretend that I'm looking for one of my math books. So let's go down to math and let's look at Math 166. In Math 166, there's only one option, so I'm going to pick all staff. And then I'm going to add it to my course list. Notice how it populates over here. Notice I can add additional classes. So I kind of want to show you something about the psychology classes, for instance. So I'm going to select psychology, and we'll select Psychology 101. And we're going to select all staff. Unless you know that you're in a special section, you're going to select all staff. And the way to know what section you're in is to go back to your schedule to see exactly what section you're in. So I'm going to add that to my course list. And then let's go and look at a history class. So let's look at history, let's say 236, which a lot of our students take. And then again, we're going to look at all staff for that. And I'm going to add that to my course list. So I now have 3 classes that I'm going to look at my course at the books that are required. And I'm going to click on Get Your Books. Notice it then populates this screen that shows what books you would need for all of your classes. So I do want to show you this. So for your math book or your math class, this book is absolutely required. It's a loose leaf version, and it is required because it also has an Alex code. And notice it's $161. Here it says optional. I would always wait and ask the instructor, do I need to purchase the optional materials or do I not need to purchase them? Sometimes they're listed as optional, and as you can see, it's a lot of money, but we don't always want to pay $75 for a book. So if we scroll down to psychology, again, notice that this is optional. Again, I would talk to the instructor to find out whether or not that book is required. And then lastly, if we look at this history, this book is required, and the book is titled Moving On. And notice also it's edition 5. This will become super important. Notice with history that we have all of these different possibilities. We can rent, we can buy used or rent used or buy new. But what if we wanted to see if the book is cheaper somewhere else? So in order to do that, copy the ISBN number, which is the book number, open up another tab, and copy the ISBN number into another tab. What will open is other possibilities where you can maybe secure the book. Again, be sure that your ISBN number matches exactly. So in this case, it ends in 80768. So notice that this is good, the 80768. As a good example, this book right here would not work. So I'm going to click on, let's look at Abe Books. I haven't looked at Abe Books. And so notice on Abe Books, we can buy new for $164, used for $77, or oh my gosh, we can get it for $3.80. So wouldn't I rather do that than spend the money at Pikes Peak Bookstore? The other one is, let's look at Amazon. And so Amazon has it for $101 or also for $81. So here's just, I wanted to show you other possibilities for how you can buy your books, rent your books, or borrow your books other than spending all of that money at Pikes Peak Community College. I hope this was helpful.